There we go. Hello everyone. Welcome to CSR2 and it is time to play. Now before we begin, I just want to mention that I've changed this slightly from the original tune that I put out earlier this week. It's not by much, it's only shaved off about 1,000th of a second, but hey, every little helps. There we go, I can see. I will try and talk to you all, so if you'd like to ask me a question or if you'd like any information about what I'm doing, then by all means, please ask a question. Don't be shy, come and say hi. Right. Now, as I said, I've had to change the tune slightly because on my original video, the nitrous was slightly higher, I believe. And it was, yeah, as you can see there, it was 0.001 seconds slower. So I've put it up to 115, and that's a little bit faster time. So let's not leave the session. Let's do a dyno and a test run. See how it goes. So at the moment, the dyno says we're doing it in 14.736 seconds. Let's see how we do on a test run. And what I found works is instead of trying to hit the perfect start, try and just let it wheel spin. And then do a perfect shift change, and then on the second shift change we'll add the NOS. So here we go. Not a perfect shift change on the first one, sorry. Made that one mistake. Yeah, get to around 35, 40 miles an hour. I'm ignoring that last change there. And yeah, pretty close. It gets to 14.8. So not too bad from the dyno. So we'll leave the session and I'll show you here. As you can see, I haven't changed anything else ever. I've still got stage 5 upgrades, no fusion parts as yet. Although as you can see from the upgrade section, I have got at least one stage 6 upgrade to go. And I've got a lot of fusion parts to put on, albeit mostly greens. I'll put them on as I go. So, let's get into the Prestige Cup. If I can find it. Ah, there it is. Before I begin, I do want to say I recommend completely that you do these dailies, the Legends trials and the other trials. It could be latest daily battles, do them as well if you can. But the other trials, regulation races, ladder races, everything you can do, it all adds up. Extra cash, extra gold, extra parts, extra cars. If you can put a little bit more time into your car and make sure you win a boss, then it's an extra car you've got at the end of the day, which is always a good thing. So, without much further ado, let's go into the Prestige Cup. At the moment it's blue, but I don't think it will stay that way for long. Hey Caden, how you doing, mate? So, like I said, you can, if you want to, if you get the chance to, do the last perfect shift, because you get a little bit extra cash out of it if you do. Because, yeah, perfect shifts, you get so much cash. So if you can squeeze it in, I would recommend doing it, because over so many races, an extra 10 cash does start to add up. If you're doing like 100 races, you're talking an extra 1,000 gold, 1,000 cash, sorry. Oh dear. Hit the NOS there by mistake. Whoops. Excuse me on that one. Still blue. 10 gold as well. Not bad. I was actually very, very lucky on this one this week because I managed to pull this car in just the first pull. I know there's lots of hints and tips about how to pull. All I did was wait for the arrow, and then I believe I did what Danny Lightning's trick was, is what he recommends doing is waiting for the picture to change and then opening the crate. Well, so far so good. Hopefully it'll be like the last Prestige Cup. Last Prestige Cup was absolutely insane. I walked it. I got to a certain point to a speed trap. I think it was the final speed trap. I put all my stage sixes on, all my fusions on. I didn't lose a race. It was absolutely brilliant. This one, somehow, I don't think it's going to go that way, but we'll see. I am curious, Caden, are you playing along at the same time, or are you just watching that? Ooh, first speed trap, 127. I haven't been paying attention to what speed I have been doing. Ah, 150, 155, I think, 156. 156. So pretty good. No issue there for that first speed trap. What about the rest? Next one is 139, so no problem there. Hey, rank up. What do I get? 25 copper keys. I'd have preferred the gold keys myself, but never mind. Beggars can't be choosers. Building your new desk. Nice. IKEA. I bought a load of bedroom furniture from IKEA. It took a little while to put it all up, but it is for a kid's bedroom. So it's you're talking full-scale wardrobe, a chest of 7 drawer chest of drawers, and a work desk. Oh, 9,000 crew rep. Not bad. It took a little while to put it all together, I can tell you. And it'll take about a tenth of the time to demolish it all when we move. Oh, excuse me. Do the last good shift there because I've got the time to. Get a little bit extra cash. What do you get for a good shift? 5 cash? Yeah, 5. But still, you do 100 races, that's 500 cash. That's a day. I mean, you do that over the course of a month. That's what? A lot of cars going around behind me. Anyway, this Linman, I'm not familiar with that one because I haven't honestly looked at IKEA website for a long time. As I said, I bought the bedroom furniture I've got about 4 years ago, I think. Oh, sprint. On the sprint, I will do the NOS early just to make sure I get there quick. I do also like it when what's happening there? That went a bit strange there. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention something. Silly me. After this race, we're going to come out at the Prestige Cup. Because I forgot to open the free crate. Silly me. Always open the free crates as soon as they're open every 24 hours. No, it's not 24 hours, it's 3 days. It's the showdown that's 24 hours. Okay, let's go to the garage. Rare imports. And let's find this crate. There it is, inside parts. Yeah, free in 2 days, 59 hours. Every 3 days that's free. Are they going to get anything nice? Yeah, a pink fusion, not bad. Oh yeah, I'm just going to open these while I'm here. Fast and Furious crates. Hey, give me a stage 6, thank you very much. I'd appreciate a stage 6 in the actual normal crate rather than a loyalty one, but never mind. Excuse me. You can tell I'm talking too much. I'm not used to it. My throat's going sore. I can't talk. And yep, stage 6. And finally, not bad haul. And nice. Stage 6 for the Sylvia. Right, let's back to the Prestige Cup. Sorry about that. Right, still blue, so not too bad. First 10 races definitely okay on stage 5. And race number 10 is 139 miles per hour, so that should be okay as well. The reason I say change up at 35 is because it won't let you go above that. In first gear, you top out at 35 miles an hour, so change that. And also pay attention to this at the bottom here, the color changes on the next race. If you know your next race is orange and it's a speed trap, then you know you've got to go and retune your car to get the fastest possible speed rather than the fastest possible time. When we get to another speed trap that calls for that, then I'll show you what I mean. Oh, bum. Lost early again. Still not an issue, still did it in 153. But knowing I can get 156, I'm going to assume I cannot do the next speed trap. Let's see what it says. I nearly hit the NOS early again. Go, 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 go. Oh, I need a drink a second. Get dry throat. Sorry about that. Right, let's carry on. Still blue. I'm pleasantly surprised. I actually thought this car would be hitting at least green or orange by now. Oh, in case you were wondering, the reason I had full purples, I didn't completely spend all the gold you're supposed to get that much. I actually raced a little bit earlier on to do all the daily stuff that I mentioned earlier that you really should be doing. I got to a point where I had like maybe 6 or 5 fuel left and up popped the adverts. I found that one of two systems will usually work. One is that you watch the advert, close it, and then when the music starts back up on the game, you click the next one, and that usually works. Another failsafe is just once you close the ad and the advert for the next one pops up, you wait 5 seconds and then click. Now that got me up to 21 fuel pips. I spent one on a regulation race and then spent 20 gold to get up to full purple. So, you know, careful planning and only 20 gold will get you a full fuel tank. It's not guaranteed to work every time. Occasionally you will get up with the error message saying, sorry, video not available. If that does happen, I recommend restarting the game. Running a few regulation races and then trying it again. Oh dear. Oh, I still won that one. That's a surprise. I did not realise that one. And there you go. I've just got that 20 gold back that I spent on the fuel to get here. Not too many people watching today. I'm assuming it's quite early in other places. I know it's like 6 o'clock in parts of America. Earlier than that in other parts. It's what, 11:30? Not quite. Here in the UK. Admittedly, normally I would be doing this much later. It's only because I'm shielding at the moment off work, so I'm doing it at the moment when it's released. But normally it'd be like 3.5 hours later. I'll be getting in from work at like 2 o'clock, so I'll be jumping straight on and going on with this. And I'll be doing it then, and obviously by then it'd be 9 o'clock in, well, between 6 and 9 in America. So more people waking up and hopefully logging on and saying, "Hi, how you doing?" Ooh, Fast and Furious car. The Mona Lisa. I love the fact they take the description of the car in the movie and then use that to actually describe the car here. Hey, 30k, not bad. Yeah, I haven't got a lot of money. I've recently spent out on Tempest 2. Although I have realised a trick that will help other people there, so you'll have to stay tuned for that one to be released in a video. Oh, Speed Trap. 148. This is one's going to be okay, so it'll be the next one that will definitely be in trouble. Yeah, no problem. Oh, and 20,000, 21,000. With all the people in my crew doing this, this is going to be a nice, easy way to get us up to the 20 million for the next car. Yep. Okay. Got to race 18. Still not put on any stage 6 or fusions. And just to show that, I'm going to take a quick pause. Just go back to the garage a second. And just show the info button. There, see? Still 35 upgrades out of 42, so no stage 6 parts. And still no fusion parts. So not bad really for the car. And it is still blue. Although the next one might not be. The next one's a sprint. We'll see if we can do that sprint. I don't know. May have to retune a little bit. As you can see, I'm not getting perfect shifts every time, but still not getting into too much trouble yet. Ah, yeah. The next race is a sprint, and it is red. So I'll see if I can retune a little bit. Otherwise, this will be the point where you've got to put on upgrades. This is where it's really, really bad though, because without spending a fuel pip, you cannot go into the race to find out what speed you need. So let's have a look at the tune. Alright. You need to get from 0 to 100, or is it 0 to 60? 0 to 100 in 4.25 seconds. So my current dyno is bad. Let's see, that's on 115. So it's, there we go, 4.2 seconds. It's obviously reducing the overall half mile time, but the 0 to 100 is much faster. So let's go and give that one a try. I remember I was on 115. Always remember what you were on. Right, so let's leave that and let's go and race. Hopefully it'll be green, and it's still red. Let's give it a try anyway. This is probably going to see me lose the first race of this Prestige Cup, but it's for science. Probably shouldn't have done that last shift. Yeah, lost that one. 4.1. Okay. Let's see if I can get this dyno down a bit. Although my that was a horrible, horrible race because it said my dyno was 4.9. Sorry, the dyno was 4.2 and I did 4.9. So that was just awful. Let's see here. 3.14. Let's see if changing the tires will change it at all. Ah, that makes it a lot better. This is the part where I can't remember where I was. I know that was 115, so let's see. This is now a good advertisement for making a note of your tuning setup. 743, 740, 738. I think I was down to 735. Or was it 736? There you go, that one I believe. 38. Right, so I'm actually going to make a note of this. Silly boy. I keep sliding down my chair. So, grab a pencil. So, nitrous. 153.4. Final drive is 3.14. And tire pressure is 38.62. So, dyno is 4.295, which is too slow. If I reduce the tires down, that puts it down to 3.9. And if I bring the nitrous up, that goes down to 3.8. So let's, I'm going to do a test run on this one actually. We only need a sprint, so let's just do the quarter mile for a test run. So you need to be able to get the sprint in at least 4.1. And let's see what I did this in 0 to 100 we're looking at the end. So 0 to 100 was 3.962. Perfect. So let's go in and get this race done. So this is a perfect example of you can still do certain races, it just needs a little bit of fine tuning. And now it's blue. So let's go race. Okay, here we go. Attempt number 2. There we go. Right, now the next one is definitely red. So let's go back to the garage and reset up our tune as it was. Okay, so nitrous was on 115. And tire pressure was on 38. There we go. Okay, let's go back. Actually, let's check the dyno. Oh, did that just go wrong? Let's double check that one again. It did go wrong. Helpful. Whoop, too far. Okay, dyno back to 14.736. Okay, let's go. Let's see what this race looks like. This could be that the race is still going to be red, in which case this is going to be the race where I say, ooh, it's close. Let's have a look. It's hard, but I still say it's worth a try. Even some extreme races are worth a try, because you never know, you might win. It says extreme, but you might, on the off chance, luckily get a car that you can still beat. He's going to start catching up shortly. There he comes. But not enough. See, that was orange. That was hard. Still doable. But the next one is red. I think it's going to be a speed trap. I know the next speed trap is 163, so I know I cannot beat 163 at the moment. No, it's not a speed trap. Should I try it or not? Should I give this one a go? What do you reckon? It's on extreme. It's on red. Should I try it and chance it, or should I just upgrade? What do you think? Drop us a comment, say what do you think? Should I give it a try or should I upgrade? Nobody comments. What the hell, I'll give it a go. Let's give this one a go. Hopefully this will work out. Probably not, but you never know. Ah, no, definitely not. He's pulling away. Ooh, got very close at the end there. Very close. So, need to get down to 14.7. He's not that much faster than me. I'm curious, I can't, unfortunately, I cannot get any more speed out of my car. Or a faster time, I should say. So, it is at this point I recommend to anyone watching, this is where you can start putting your parts on. I mean, obviously you can do that beforehand, but I'm trying to show everyone what you can do before you add on new parts. So you can get that far. So let's start putting on the fusions. I will show you exactly how many fusions I've got when I'm finished doing this and tuning. I think except for like 3 spots, I've completely filled out nitrous already. 2 spots. I've got quite a few fusions to put on. I'm not complaining. Lots of fusions going on here. To those of you watching, if you haven't got this many fusions, don't panic. It could well be that once you put whatever fusions you have got on, you can still do this easily enough. However, I would also tell you that from this point, you cannot copy my tune. And you can, but it might not work for you the way it works for me. Because everyone's tuning is different depending on what fusions you put on, how many fusions you put on, and what stage 6 parts you may or may not have got. I'm watching my money go down again as well. There's a lot of fusions going on here. Considering I've only got one stage 6 part, and that was lucky really because I got that from a supply cup. But that's the other thing as well. If you're lucky enough to win the Prestige Cup, make sure you do the supply cups. Um, if you're unlucky enough not to finish the Prestige Cup on like the first couple of days, do not panic because there are more supply cups coming. I believe the way it drops is that yeah, the way the Prestige Cup happens is that the car itself will drop on the Friday. You'll get a supply cup on the Sunday. You'll get another one on the Wednesday. You'll get another one the day after the Prestige Cup itself starts on the Saturday. And then you get another one on the Tuesday. So you get 4 supply cups per Prestige Cup. So it's well worth doing the supply cups just to get all the parts you need. So if you can't do it on the first day or two, there's no reason to give up. And even if you get to the last race and it is red, it is still no reason to give up. Even if you're on the last day of the Prestige Cup, on the last race, it is red, I still recommend you go out, you come back in every time. You do the race, if you lose, don't restart the race, go back to your garage, then go back in. You'll get a different car every time, and eventually you should get a car that you will beat. It's very long and monotonous and boring, but if you've done your car up even a little bit, you should be okay. Okay. I managed to install 60 fusion parts, so I am 2/3 full. So let's see what. I know there's a lot of people saying how to tune cars, so I'm not disparaging them, but this is how I do it. This is how I like to do my tuning. I will first go to tyre pressure, then final drive, then nitrous. Then I'll come out and save it, and then I'll go back in and see if, obviously, sometimes you'd put the nitrous down or up, and it'll affect the tyre pressure, so you've got to readjust that afterwards. It's all about double checking your tuning. So we're on 688 at the moment, and that's already gone up to 692, so let's go down further. And the best bit about doing this at the moment is because I've got back into the normal section of the fuel pips, so it's reloading while I'm doing this. Alright, I'm up to 728 already. I am going just one at a time and letting it settle on whatever number it gets to. I'm making a mental note of when it gets to the highest number I've seen. I will go past that because sometimes you'll get to a number, it'll go down on the next one, down on the next one, and then back up again. You'll get a bit of a hilly reaction. You go bit, 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 bit. So, and sometimes you'll get to one where it'll just stay the same number for a long time. And it's not until you come out the other side and go like 5 beyond it that it starts going back up again. So Evo's not doing too badly at the moment. I'm quite happy with that. 778. Go back up again. See, it stayed still for 778 there. And it's just gone back up again from 777 to 778, back to 777, back to 778. It's hitting again. But I saw 779 back there, so let's rest on that one. So at the moment, dyno is 13 seconds. So let's back out of there. Right, that's the wheels done. Let's go back in and tune the final drive. So we were on minus, so let's stay on the minus, but I'm going to go plus for a few, just to see if it goes up or down. And it seems to be staying down at the moment. Okay, so let's go back. It was on 314, sorry. There we are. So let's go minus again, and it starts going up again. All this talking is thirsty work. At least we're going to go plus 800. Hopefully that'll be enough then to beat the final time. 806, still going up. But yeah, like I said, if you haven't got the same fusions, or if you've got more fusions, if you're extremely lucky and you've got like 4 stage 6 parts and you've got loads of fusions, you cannot copy this tune. You can copy what I'm doing to find out what it is, but you cannot do exactly the same because it just won't work for you. Right, it's going down somewhat now, and it was on like 816 or higher, so let's find that again. There's 817. Okay, so there's a couple on 817. Let's see which one's better than the other. 12.997 seconds, 198.642. And that's, well, that's strange. That's a faster speed, slower time. So we really want the time. But on the other hand, we want the speed because there's a speed trap coming. So let's put the speed on. Right, come out there, and this time we go and look at the nitrous. Right, nitrous, let's go. Okay, this was in the plus, so I'll try going negative a little bit just to see where it goes. I will only go like 5 steps back and see if it rises at all when it hasn't. So let's go back a +5, back to where we were. So now we're going to go forward again. And yeah, hopefully it will go up. But sometimes it doesn't, so sometimes you'll find that you're accidentally on the exact same setting you should be. See, that didn't change for a few steps there. I was wondering if it's going to stop out. 820 is the highest it's seen so far. As I said, I'm going to pause. I'm going to not pause. I'm going to carry on going and see if it gets up to 820 again, which doesn't look likely. So, right, let's go back a bit. Right, that's time. 12,991, 200 miles an hour. 12,991, same speed. That's gone back down to 819 there. So 200.389, 200.2. So there we go. That is the so far tune with a dyno 12.991 and 200 miles per hour, which probably will be just over 13 seconds once we actually do a race. Now, normally people would say you're done there, but this, like I said, I go back in, I check the tires, and this one you don't have to move too much. You just have to go up or down a little bit just to see if there's any tweaks that you can do. So that's 3 down, nothing's changed. Back up by 3 to get back to the 820. Back up, there you go, see it's gone back up to 821. And it is 2 thousandths of a second faster. 822, 23, 24, 5. 25 looks like it's going to be the highest at the moment. Yeah, so back down to 2 for 825. So that's oh, why didn't that change up to 825? Ah, there it is. So, yeah. Because I went back in and rechecked it, I've now got some extra, little bit extra speed, but mainly extra time. It's faster now. So again, back out of there. And we're back in again, check the final drive again. So this is how I recommend you try it, because you don't know where, I mean, that's going down now. it's by the extra tweaking that you may find some extra speed or some extra time that you really need. Right, that's not going to be changing there. And finally, I think I went 2 up by a mistake there. Right, that's not changed, but that's a little bit faster speed. So that's a good one there. No. No. Right. So it wasn't that one, it was the next one. There it is. So it's ended on 825, 200.755 miles per hour with 12.982 seconds for a half-mile time. I'm happy with that. So let's try this next race and see what it says. It's blue. Will it stay blue? That's the question. Will it go up to the end staying blue for me? Probably not. Hey, I had enough time to get that last last shift in. And yeah, as I said, it tops out just over 13 seconds because of the difference between the dyno time and the actual time. But that's probably because we're wheel spinning this start. 55 grand, not bad. Speed trap. 163. Well, that's not going to be an issue now. Alright, well, there's the target already. 183. Strange how it said I could do 200, isn't it? Next one's blue. Let's keep going. See, in the actual half mile there, I was topping out at nearly 200. Oh, gold. 60 gold. Yeah. Final speed, 198 miles an hour. And yet in the speed trap, I topped out at, what was it, 180? Okay, I've just got news on the final time. My wife is here. She's also playing. Hello to her. She's been helping me by telling me the speed trap times and speeds. And she's just completed the Prestige Cup. And she beat against a 14.2 second car. Which I can't really tell what kind of car it is. But hopefully I'll get the same car. She's doing a victory lap at the moment. How's the furniture going? Next one's blue, so let's keep this going. against the Celine. Is it Saline or Celine? I don't know. If you know it's Celine or Celine or Saline, let me know. Bum, bum, bum. So yeah, the missus is a lot faster than me as well because she done it in like 12.4, 12.8, sorry. But she beat a 14.2, so she's like 2/10 of a second faster than me. She's obviously got a lot more fusions. Actually, no, I know she's got more stage 6. She's got 4 stage 6 parts. The average speed, is that the average speed of the cars? The average speed of the cars in the final race is 12.5 or 12.6 seconds. Just so you guys know, if you're watching this later on and you're trying to play along. And with my car doing 13 seconds, you're going to see me lose a few. Oh dear. I'm also going to run out of fuel shortly. Let's see. But no, as I was saying earlier, if it comes to that, if I get to a few cars that I can't win against, which it looks like it's starting now, it will get to the point where I will go in, try the race. If I win, fantastic. If I lose, I'll come out, and I'll go back in and reset the car. And every time you reset the car, you're getting closer to that car that you will beat. Because there is a car that does it in 14 seconds. As long as you beat 14 seconds, you'll be fine. Am I going to catch up to him? I'm not going to do that last change. I will. I overtook him enough I could do the last change, so that's alright. Ooh! The next race is extreme. Oh, but I just got a stage 6, so great. If you can get up to this race and do it, you get stage 6. Hopefully you get one that you can install. Unfortunately, I'm pretty sure I've already got nitrous. Yes, I have. On the plus hand, I have got 2 pink fusions I can put on. Unfortunately, that is the brakes. I find it strange because it's supposed to be random. And if you're speaking randomly, then surely it's a 1 in 7 chance of getting a part you've already got, or a 6 in 7 chance of getting a part you haven't. And for some reason, you get the part that you've already got. This is the second time that's happened to me in the last week, which doesn't sound random, to be perfectly honest, but they say it's random. Right, because I've just installed the fusions, it's time to retune a little bit. Let's see if I go up or down a bit. Well, that's not changing much. Ah, that has. 12933, 12934. So there it is, 933. Okay, let's go back. So next race is red, but give it a try anyway. It could be this one and the next one. We're going to have to go out and come back in a number of times. Let's see how we do. Because even though it's red, I may well be getting a car that I can beat. Just not this one. So, just lost, but come out, go back to the garage. Yeah. This is where I say don't get discouraged. You come out, you go to the garage, you go back in, and you try again. Let's see. How will I do against this one? It is a purple star car, so I'm not too certain. He's going to catch up in a second. There he goes. Yep, not a chance. Very close though. And if I could actually have a chance of getting close to my dyno time, that would have been easy, but for some reason we always get, we seem to be getting a lot of Prestige Cup cars that don't hit their dynos. Yeah, I know, no live races. I also seem to be not getting much in the way of fuel adverts for some reason. They would have normally dropped by now. Right, the Senna Carbon theme by MSO. Alright, here we go. Right at the last moment there. Darn. Right. This is where I may have to either cut it short or spend some gold to get some fuel. Because I don't see any fuel adverts at the moment popping up. Come on, give me some fuel. Let's have a quick drink a second. Yeah. Normally I don't do this, but let's get some fuel. And because I foresee this needing it, actually no, I'm not. I'll just get the one. Right. Let's try again. This will be where my luck kills me, and it won't give me that car. As I said, there is always a car that you can beat, provided you can get close to the ones that you're racing against. these are doing 12.7, I'm doing 12.9, so I am close. So there should be a car I can beat. But it's up to luck if it comes to you. Obviously, the more times you go in and go out and go in again, the likelier you are to get that car. And here it is. Got it. So, brilliant example. So, I didn't change anything. There was still 12.9 seconds, but along came a car driven by Claire, who did it in 14 seconds. Right, let's go. Last race. Can I do it? It's red, so it's going to be guaranteed hard. Whether this is the car that I can beat, I doubt it, but we'll have a look. Oh, you can't use the stars to clarify whether or not the car is the one you can beat, because even the ones you can beat are purple cars. Purple star cars. There we go. I lost too early. Whoops. Probably won't make much difference. Right, 13.3. So I was 4 seconds slower than normal. 0.4 seconds slower than normal. He did it in 12.6, so yeah, don't restart. Come out, go back in. It really helps if you know exactly what your car can do. If you know your car can do a certain time and you mess it up, and the car you're racing is slower than the one you are doing normally, then I would say restart it. I mean, if I'd have done that race and I did it in 13.3, and the car I lost against did it in 13.1, and I know I can normally do it in 12.9 if I'd done it properly, I would say restart it. Is he going to catch up? Here he comes. There he goes. Yeah, no chance there. 12.6 car again. There's going to be a few of these. Around they are around this time though, 12.6, 12.5. But there's at least one, maybe two cars that will do 14.5. It's just a question of finding it. And obviously, if you don't get this, don't panic. There is still at least two more at this current time, two more supply cups where you can participate, get more parts, put them onto your car, get your car down to at least 13 seconds, and keep trying. You might waste a bit of fuel, but keep trying. Is he catching up? Yes, he is. There he goes. That's the one I really don't like, is when you're racing ahead and you're racing ahead and you're racing ahead, and suddenly they've caught up and overtake you. Okay, out and in again. I really don't know why I've not seen any adverts. It's strange. Have they stopped doing them for some reason? Oh, the Impreza. No, I'm not going to be able to do this one. Here he comes. Yeah, 12.6. Alright, out again. Right, up pops the adverts. Right, I'm going to sit and watch these a minute. But I don't know what the whole thing is on how adverts work on YouTube, so I'm gonna stay here and say hello to you and talk to you while the adverts are running in the background. I've managed to make this screen to block it up a little bit. Besides, you don't really want to watch the adverts, but yeah, like I said, wait until the music starts, hit the button. Usually that works, but if you want a more fail-safe one, count to 5. So literally tap your fingers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Push the button. Usually that works, and you get up to 21. But at the very least, you should get back into yellow pips. So you're talking between 10 and 19 pips is yellow. 10 and 20, sorry. So close, wait for the music. And up comes another advert. That's all working nicely. So that should be 6 fuel already added on, which will put me back on 11. That's plenty of extra attempts to try for this last race. Close, music. And another advert. There's a lot of zombie games out lately. Right, advert's done. Get the music back. There we are. All these adverts. Hey, Caden, how's the furniture assembly going? If you're still watching, that is. Dear, have you started your Prestige Cup yet? Or are you getting your desk up so you can start it then? Ah. Well, this video will be available after the live bit, so feel free to keep it up and watch it so you can see, you know, what the races are, what speed you need to do, that sort of thing. What the sprints will be like, what speed you need to do for the sprint for 0 to 100, etc. Okay, that's the adverts finished. They cut short on me. So, managed to get 19 pips there. So let's go back in and try again. You look at this, I'll get so much fuel and then I'll do it on the first race. Hopefully, touch wood. Noon, it's already noon. It's like nearly 20 past 12. He's gone well ahead already. Do you not see me catching up to him? Alright, what do you do? 12.6, so not him again. Gabriel. Alright, back in. Ah, East Coast. What's the weather like at the moment? Isn't it the West Coast is like 3 hours behind you? It's like 20 past 4 in the morning there. Ah, he's gone. Uh, I'm not sure how to convert Fahrenheit to Celsius. I know it's not quite a divide by 2, is it? Is it divided by 2.5 or something like that? Or I'm not sure. Some conversions I know off the top of my head, but temperature ones I don't. Right, let's try again. Next one. Oh, it's not that hot then. That's divided by more than 3. Oh, the Subaru again. He'll catch up to me. There he comes. Darn. Okay, out again. At least I'm getting like 100 cash for each race. Can't complain about that. 20 races, 100 cash, 2 grand extra. It's 2 grand I wouldn't have had before. So let's try again. When my wife did this a little while ago, she showed me an image of the car. It was a black car. I can't remember what star rating it was though. All I remember was that it was driven by Claire. No? But it did it in 14 seconds, so that's the one I'm on the eye out for. Oh, what if I just clicked on? Whoops. Come out of there. Let's go race. The benefit there, if you find yourself in a completely different section and you can't remember where your car is, just go to the actual Prestige Cup itself. It'll let you select the car straight away. Ah, Claire in an RS5 Coupe. Is this it? Well, she's not catching up yet. This is it. Done. That wasn't a black car though, but still it was clear. And there is the car, or one of them at least. 14.5 seconds, 14.6. And you get 180k crew rep. Cannot complain on that. Woo! And that is the Prestige Cup done. I know I'm not the first in my crew to do it. I don't know if anyone else has yet, besides the missus. Let's have a look. Me. That's my missus there. That's Cooper. 26 minutes ago. Nobody else. So second in the crew, but considering I'm actually doing it live and filming it at the same time, I'm not going to say that's that bad. But yeah, to summarize, as you saw there, the final two races did not go plain sailing for me. But I did not give up. I was very lucky in that the adverts popped up at the last moment, so I was also unlucky in that I had to pay 20 gold. You don't have to pay, but I did because I'm obviously streaming it and I wanted to get this done really while I was streaming. I was giving myself a 90-minute window and it's 7 minutes to that now, 83 minutes in. Very, very happy. But yeah, as I was saying, you saw yourself, I got to the last two races and I kept on getting hit by cars that were constantly beating me. I would never say give up. I would say sometimes it is okay to go away, rest a little bit, come back when you've got a full fuel tank, and try again. Don't ever do the restart option. Always come back to your garage and then go back in. Go back into the Prestige Cup, enter the race, and if you lose that one, back to the garage, and then back into the Prestige Cup. Always reset the Prestige Cup. Because you will hopefully eventually get a car that you can beat, provided you can beat the 14.5 seconds. If you can't do 14.5 seconds, then I don't recommend you try and do this. I recommend waiting to do the supply cup, getting a lot more fusions into your car, and just making sure you tune it properly. You saw me earlier doing that. I also recommend checking out Millie CSR or Danny Lightning. They do great videos on how to tune cars. And that is all I would say, is just keep trying. As long as you can beat the 14.5 seconds for this race, you can do it, just as long as you get that car up. And it may take one fuel pip. It may take 100. It may take 500. But this is over like 5-6 days. So you have got the time to put into it to do it. And you have got more supply cups coming. So you can get the parts you need. You've got the crates. Don't forget to open the crates. Let's see. It's just a case about not giving up. So that's enough about the Prestige Cup. Anyone else who hasn't done it yet, good luck. Just remember, stick with it. You will get there eventually. Now then, Caden, what's my favourite car? That is a good question. I really like Ford Mustang Boss. I'm going to get mine up a second. There it is. I've recently maxed out, and it's only 2 fusion away from completing. 1 fusion, sorry. Absolutely favorite car. As soon as I get to Tempest, I don't know if I'm going to use it for Tempest 3 or if I'm going to save it and use it for Tempest 4. I'm going to make it an elite car so that it becomes a 60% RP car and really starts giving me a lot of rep for the crew. But that is definitely my absolute favorite, definitely of tier 1, without question. I also like my Porsche Carrera, although that is not maxed. That's fully restored, but not maxed in terms of stage 6 or fusions. In fact, I don't think I have any cars that are fully fusioned yet. As I said, my Mustang Boss is the closest. Although I am really looking forward to getting my hands on a McLaren F1. I haven't got there yet. I'm like 3 cars away. I've still got to do the NSX. I've just recently finished the performance Ford. So I've got to buy the Ford GT40. I've got to buy the Celine S7 twin turbo, and I've got to buy the Jaguar. So I'm working on the NSX at the moment. I do follow CSR2 Boss quite a bit, so I've done all of the legends. In fact, if I show you where I am on the legends, it's I've got to the point where I need the F1. Yeah, Izzy's F1 finale. I've still got to do that, but obviously I can't do that until I get the F1 itself. And it's not letting me click into that, so nice. That's pretty good. The NSX I'm on like 70 odd percent, I believe. Yeah, 71, but I have ordered the the engine. So that'll be 82 in 20 odd minutes. And then I've only got that, what actually is that? The lights. The lights is left and it takes 6,000 plenty tokens to do it. Sorry, didn't mean to say that word. It takes 6,000 tokens to do just the lights. That's strange. I've done the interior. But yeah, once this is done, I've just got to get 6,000 tokens, do the lights, and then I'm on to, I think, it's the Ford next. Let's have a look here. So yeah, Ford, and then I'm going to do the Celine and then the Jaguar. All the others I've done. But I did follow CSR2 Boss in their advice that you should only do one at a time. Because otherwise, when you do the Legends dailies, you get the tokens for whatever car you're doing up. But if you're doing multiple cars, you're going to get multiple tokens and they're going to go on slower, so I don't do that. But it's gone a lot quicker than I realised it would. Definitely do the daily stuff, without question. The only thing I'm annoyed at is these new ones. These custom sports. Mainly because it's much more difficult to get the cars because they're all based on your luck of crates. And I've luckily managed to get 3 so far, but the other 5 is going to be, if I'm lucky enough to get them, which my luck with crates doesn't really go beyond the Prestige Cup. I'm lucky enough in the Prestige Cup and I get the car, but that's about it. Oh dear, I've clicked the wrong button now. I meant to press I. A quick shout out to my crew leader there, Phaser. Great thanks to him for all the support for doing this channel. And for, well, everyone in the crew, really. Everyone's really supportive. There's Atty, number 2 spot, look. The missus in her lovely blue i8. It's actually quite appropriate because her favourite colour is blue anyway. Strider. What was I going to show? Oh yeah, what I was just using on the showdown, the Hurricane Coupe. That one's maxed out on stage 6. Haven't quite finished the fusions on that though. That's one of my favourites as well, and that's going to be an elite car in Tempest 3. Or not 3, sorry, Tempest 4 when it comes, if it comes. On that note, we'll just have to wait and see. At the moment, they seem to be really busy with bug fixing and Fast and Furious setups. Anyway, I have hit the 90 minutes limit that I set for myself. To anyone watching this and doing the Prestige Cup along with me, thank you very much for watching. Thank you for joining me. Good luck with your Prestige Cup, and I'll hopefully see you on the next one. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.